All right. It is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020 at 3:10 p.m. All right, guys, let's take a look at some headlines. Walt Disney World is preparing to reopen. It's gonna be weird. The Walt Disney Company has submitted its plan for reopening its Florida theme parks to state and local authorities, and the company's hope is to reopen the Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom parks on July 11th, and the Epcot Disney Hollywood Studios park on July 15th. But once the parks have reopened, the experience won't be what you would normally expect from a Walt Disney World experience. Most visibly, all guests over the 2 years of age will be required to wear a mask, and the park's capacity will be limited. You will have to make reservations in advance to show up to the park, even if you have a season pass, and events that draw crowds, like parades and fireworks, will be suspended. Attractions that involve close personal contact, notably the greeting of costumed Disney characters, will also be off the menu for now. Water parks won't reopen with the main theme parks. So pretty much it's going to be very different Disney World. It's not going to be exactly the same as before. Next, weird playing without fans, but good to be playing again. Kvitova. Mumbai Reuters says Petra Kvitova has 27 career titles, but winning an all-Czech exhibition tournament last week was a different experience for her, and it felt weird to play in the absence of fans. The two-time Wimbledon champion told Reuters the Prague tournament was one of the few global exhibition events that held after professional tennis was suspended in early March as countries went into lockdown to contain the spread of COVID-19. While it was still a special occasion for the former world number two to lift the trophy at her home tennis club she had won a WTA event 2 years back, the feeling was not the same. I'm happy to have the win for sure, but it was a different kind of tournament, she said to the 30-year-old who wore the dress she had chosen for the postponed French Open. Playing without fans was very weird as well. We hit some unbelievable winners and nobody was clapping, so it had been really tough. But on the other hand, it's nice to have the game feeling again. So they're pretty much getting back to playing, but it's pretty much weird without the fans. Alright, next. Let me close this advertisement. Okay, it says stand-up comedians are performing at socially distanced drive-in movie theaters. Drive-in entertainment is having a moment. The Bel Air Diner, which has recently experienced wild success with its drive-in movies, is not only reviving the retro film watching format, but applying it to live comedy shows. Less than a month after kicking off its drive-in series with a screening of Grease, the Astoria Eatery hosted a stand-up show with an adjacent parking lot Tuesday. Bel Air was laughing out loud today when the comics came to town. The family-owned diner posted the following event: such a fun and interesting event out. For the comedy drive-in, and a lineup of comedians with credentials, including The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Comedy Central's DeGeneres, stood in the bed of a pickup and delivered the lines on a lot for some 45 socially distant cars. Audience members paid $32 a car to attend. So pretty much some comedians are getting out there and performing in drive-in theaters. At least they're getting out there and performing. Alright, next, NASA says that 5 asteroids to cruise past the Earth this week. Here are the India timings. NASA has said that at least 5 asteroids are headed towards Earth this week, which will give curious minds yet another thing to watch out for from their telescope. American Space Agency NASA has said that at least 5 asteroids are headed towards Earth this week, which will give curious minds yet another thing to watch out from the telescope, according to NASA Center's Near-Earth Object Studies, or CNEOs. 4 of the near-Earth objects, or NEOs, are due to fly past the Earth on Tuesday, June 2nd, that's today, Wednesday in India's case. Kicking off things will be the 108-foot wide 2020 KK7 asteroid, which will fly past the planet at 2:13 p.m. India time on Wednesday. The asteroid will cruise along at a speed of 34,000 miles per hour, at a distance of roughly 319,000 miles, or just beyond the moon. The next will be 115 feet wide 2020 KD4. hurtling at the speed of 12,000 miles per hour at 6:17 p.m. IST time. This will cross the Earth at a distance of 2.5 million miles. The 144-foot wide 2020 KF, biggest among them all, will be flying at 24,000 miles per hour, some 2.9 million miles away at 9:30 p.m. EIST time. The fourth asteroid to fly past Earth will be the 105-foot 2020 KJ1, cruising at 11,000 miles per hour at 12:27 a.m. on Thursday, passing some 1.3 million miles from the Earth at its closest point. Then, after a brief respite, an asteroid potentially taller than New York's Empire State Building and the London Eye combined, 2002 NN4 will zoom by Sunday, June 7th. This NEO will pass us after a very safe distance of 3,168,993 miles and will measure between 820 feet and 1,870 feet based on its brightness and the way it reflects light. So we're having those close objects pass by us. Let's pray that we stay safe. That's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more news, and see you guys next time. God bless.